Okay, so this is my Harbor Freight P51 Mustang. I've flown it a couple of times. I'm new to model aircraft, so of course I've crashed it a few times. Darn near broke the stock gearbox, and I've had to bend the shaft straight probably 3 or 4 times. Take it all apart, bend it straight, try to fly it, crash, bend it back. Basically trying to find a replacement gearbox. I mean, ultimately that's what I was thinking I would do. Came to the fact, being new, finding this stuff out now, came to the conclusion that these are getting very, very hard to find. Went to several hobby shops in the area, and a couple of the guys didn't even know what I was talking about. Basically everything now is all brushless, so that's what I'm doing. I'm figuring I'd get more power anyway. The stock motor was very weak, and I think that contributed to some of my crashes because it was so underpowered. However, one thing I did with the stock motor that might help some people that get this plane, put an 8x6 prop on it. I think the stock prop is an 8x3, but I mean, it'll fly with that, but you need to know what you're doing, and it is very underpowered. The 8x6 was night and day difference. I mean, it would take off right away from starting either throwing it or doing a hand launch or taking off from the ground. But basically, I'll show you what I'm doing with my my conversion. I've seen quite a few YouTube videos, and there's a couple that show how they do it, but what a lot of people do is that you can buy the I think it's a GWS type mount like this that you can fit a 380, I think a 380 size brushless motor in. However, what that does, I'll pop this off here, just pull this out. Basically what that does is when you mount the motor in there, that motor's lower. Basically how it's designed, because your brushless motor will be sitting lower. What I'm doing, I made a firewall, basically show you how I did this. Took a piece of plywood. I got these nylon screws at Lowe's. They're the Hillman, what size are they? 832 by 1.5 inches. Just drilled some holes in the plywood there. I poked some. I'll show you this too. What I did with the foam here, if you take this section off on your plane and you look in there, there's a few. It's kind of stepped in there. I just took some of the foam from the packaging, and basically just built that up. Used some hot glue, built that section up. Built my firewall. Just took this is a golf tee, and just kind of poked it in there, poked my holes. I cut the plastic off here, cut the cowling off, and basically I'll just put a couple toothpicks or something in there and some tape, and that'll hold it on there when it's all together. And what I'll do, I'll use some 5-minute epoxy, and it'll just fit right in there. And this mount should be, I mean, in theory, should be a lot stronger, because there's a lot more surface area in there for it to grip, especially once it's all glued in there. The motor I'm going with, I'm still kind of testing it out. It might be a little, I don't know if it's going to be underpowered or what. I ordered it on Amazon. It's, I think, Hobby, what is it? Hobby Power, A2212. It's a 13T 1000 kV brushless motor, and it comes with a 30 amp ESC. Good deal. I think I paid $12 for it, and I got free 2-day shipping with Amazon Prime. Definitely, I know there's way better setups out there, but I'm kind of on a budget here, and let's give it a whirl, see what happens. So yeah, basically what I need to do now is I got it tomorrow. I need to go to the hobby store and get some bullet connectors and a battery connector, LiPo battery, and charger, since I don't have that stuff. And I will get back to you guys with that. Alright, so I just got back from the hobby store and picked up some of the components I needed for this plane. I got some EC3 connectors. I'm not sure if those are the best. I'm sure there's better stuff out there, but that's what came on the battery, so I'm just going to go ahead and use those to connect it to my ESC. Some bullet connectors to connect to the motor. Got some bigger wheels. The stock wheels on the plane are real small. It should help a lot with takeoffs and landings from the ground. Got a 3S 3-cell battery, 1350 milliamp hours. Also a LiPo cell voltage checker and a charger. If you guys have any experience with this charger, you can leave it in the comments if it's good or bad. For the price, was highly recommended by the person at the hobby store. I'm gonna go ahead and install all this stuff, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so my plane's pretty much done. I got everything all installed. ESC's all installed, motor's done. So I got bigger wheels on there. Took one of the stock front wheels and I made a mount for the rear wheel. I've seen people do a few mods where they've mounted the wheel to this, to the rudder, but I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you put hinges inside here or a lot of tape. Just the force of the, you come down pretty hard and you could bust your rudder off if you have the wheel attached to that. Otherwise, I mean, this thing, I haven't flown it yet, but I've ran it a few times, and this thing's, tell you what, it's night and day different from the stock setup with the brushless motor, and it's got so much thrust. I had I was going to go with an 8x6 prop, but I mean, just holding it and throttling it, I think it's just going to be too much, so I went down to I'm going to test fly it with an 8x4, see how that goes. I'm sure it'll have plenty of power, and especially with the higher pitch, it'll probably be a little more responsive to throttle. And being new, I don't want any situations where I over throttle it and get myself in trouble, so I think the lower pitch prop might be a little bit better, for me at least. Or it might just be a good setup overall. So I'll show you guys, just plug the battery in and show you guys how it sounds and how it looks. Oh, by the way I got this set up in the compartment there, this battery fits in there just perfectly. It's kind of, I don't know if you could see that or not, but wedges down in there. Balance point seems pretty good too. Everything fits in there real nice. I like that. I'll probably put some Velcro or something on here to get the canopy to stay on there a little bit better, but I don't know. We're still in the testing phase here. So I'll go ahead and throttle it up for you guys to show you how much power it has. Hopefully I don't blow everything away that's in here. That's half throttle. I'll go ahead and go full throttle for you. necessarily holding on to it and already was before. Yeah. I don't know. I think it'll be good. So yeah, that's my Harbor Freight P51 Mustang so far. I need to go out, fly it a few times, and I'll post another video of me flying it. Hopefully I don't crash it and wreck it beforehand. So, see you guys later.